Hey, what's up, guys? So today is day two. Gonna be working on getting this thing buttoned up. So basically, we're gonna put the transmission in. All right, so let's take a peek, look at this mess, and see where we at right now with it. We have the transmission out of the car, sitting on the top of the jack. Next, we will be lifting up the vehicle higher, removing the transmission from under, replacing the old transmission with the new one onto the jack, and then putting it all back in and start working on assembling the car back. So it looks like the camera turned off, the battery died, and it didn't record the footage where we were guiding the transmission in over the subframe and to connect to the engine. Sucks, I know. But moving on, the transmission's mostly in. We have to connect the two pins there on each side, so they not connect but align them with the openings in the engine block, so that we can fully connect the transmission bell housing to the engine block. Once that's made it, we will pre-fit all the bolts around and then start assembling the drive lines and then the cross beam or cross member for the transmission, what that will mount onto the transmission mount. From that point on, bolts mated except for the starter bolts, and then one bolt on one side on the bottom, which is kind of uncomfortable to pre-fit with the hand, so I'll have to use the extension tool for that. So as you can see, the right side bolts are mated, the left side bolts are mated, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's go put a cable assembly connected with two bolts. They're both 12mm bolts, and then the O-ring eyelet connected onto the shifter itself. Alrighty, let's get it done. Okay, so we have attached the transmission to the engine, attached all the underneath brackets and all the bell housing bolts around, all attached. Now what I have left to do is a torque converter bolts. Gotta line up the flex plate to the torque converter, and then, you know, get the bolts on there, then go the second round and tighten them all up. That means that I have to climb into this little tight spot, you know, to kind of get it more. That's where I'm going right now. Hey, look at that. I almost lined them up already. Nice. I have a tiger, eh? To line up the bolts. Still got it. Anyways, so yeah, that's gonna be my life now for the next 20 minutes. Inside this, let's see, tight spot right here. Kinda get in here, use a long extension, and then just kinda get after it. update. So the transmission is all assembled. The power steering pump, the AC pump, the mount, the starter, wiring of the starter, everything's hooked up now. And now we just got the belt to put it back on and assemble the top deal where the air intake plenum plate will be going back on there. And we'll go from there. And then the shields, wipers, wiper panel, the rest of the stuff. Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, I have to use a step stool. Yeah, short people problem. Okay, so here's an interesting deal here. It's a little tip. These brackets right here, this one right here, that supports the intake plenum or the intake manifold, and then there's another one right here. There's two of them. They're located kind of on the side from the driver's side. Make sure when you set this deal here down that those brackets right there do not get under these bolts, because when they do, when you start to kind of come down, if you didn't pay attention, it does not go down all the way flat. It doesn't settle down, and you feel the resistance before it actually starts to meet, the plenum starts to meet the actual manifold right there. So there's going to be that little gap. So most likely that's something that's going to be causing that to happen, and that's what will happen to me just now. I think this is going to take too long to assemble on the camera, and you guys probably don't want to see any of it. Anyways, it's just stuff that I took apart to begin with. You guys already seen it. So how about with just some, we use some movie magic, and then for you guys it'll take like 1 second and it'll be assembled, and for me, well, whatever. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It's done. Everything's put together. Whoa, oh darn it. Forgot to put the windshield wipers back on. Oh well, let's get that done. But anyways, that'll be later. Right now, we're just gonna kind of take our time and go over everything that we touched, unscrewed, and loosened, to make sure that we got every single bolt, every single nut nice and tight, all the wires plugged in. Because I came across this wire right here on the AC pump right under this deal right. Of course now I can't see. Trusty phone. Always to the rescue. So as you can see, that right there, this wire, the clip on it is super tight, so, and also has the locking mechanism on it. So to make sure you click it in and then lock it. Don't forget that, because you know, it gets pretty hot around here during the summer. Alrighty, next. And the job is done. We have completed the transmission swap over. Everything's mounted. Now all we have to do is fill it with fluid. Actually drain the old fluid if whatever else is in the system, because we're going to drop the pan. I'm sure that there's going to be some left over. Change out the filter in there and fill it up. I will make a separate video for filling it up and getting it tested to temp, because this one is a NAG1 or some transmission, so it's the Mercedes one. Yeah, I guess it gets a little tricky with this one. So I'll see you guys later, and until next time, peace.